Hi everyone, our group will introduce you our joint system project and also the unit summary of our learning journey. And hi, I'm Amaris.
Hi, I'm Cindy.
Hi, I'm Yilia.
Yeah, and here, let's get started. As you can see, the contents including initial planning, execution, reflection, and the summary will all be discussed soon. The first thing that we are looking at is the objective. So the initial planning on our project is to enhance the relationship between the implementers and also observe how their emotions will change after playing a game together. Additionally, we intended to practice our implementers' design principles, using graphics to convey feelings and create some unexpected, intriguing visual results. These are the rules that we designed based on our planning. We first asked implementers to write down their mood at present in their drawings, and then let them to choose a color that can best represent their feelings after playing a game as their background color. By throwing the dice many times, implementers can randomly draw with regular and irregular shapes and design their own emotional reflection pieces, which I think that would be a quite intriguing way to perceive their emotional change and also practice their design principles. And here, Cindy will introduce the execution part of our project.
So now moving on to the execution part. During the process of making the rules which suits our intentions, we face several difficulties. For instance, how do we make sure the implementers successfully communicate emotions using graphic principles? And how can we meet all of our intentions while the rules collaborate with one another and make perfect sense? Eventually, we managed to sort it out by changing the rules several times and tried to run it ourselves beforehand to make sure the rules are logically right. We wanted our implementer to soak in and enjoy the time during the process of following those rules. And we also wanted them to collaborate with their teammates. So we add a process of playing a game with the teammates. What we also wanted to discover during the process of playing is to observe the mood change before and after playing the competitive game. The outcome for the design comes out surprisingly well, and it is creative to look at. That might be because the user takes a lot of control over the rules. And as you can see, here's are some of the outcomes from our implementers. But however, on the other side of implementer take too much control is that the outcome becomes too random. Maybe we should take some of the control from the implementer. For instance, name out what kind of irregular shape should implementer draw and what kind of regular shape should implementer do. What we also discovered from the feedback from our peers and tutors is that there are some confusions about what kind of game are we doing and what kind of people and what if people don't know how to play. We thought we should be more specific about the game type and the alternatives for people who don't know how to play a game.
As for the final reflection, we are genuinely satisfied with the design outcomes received. They had explored different varieties of solutions. However, our original purpose was to lead the implementers to reveal the change in their moods before and after playing the games. But the outcomes they have shown precision in craft, very appropriate use of composition and design principles, but none of them showed a clear difference or a contrast between the initial mood world and the final atmosphere that they designed. It seems like that they did not change their mood after playing the game, or it can also mean that our rules that we assigned are not clear enough in terms of the priority and main objective of the design task. For improvements, we think that our rules for the system can be modified, especially in the specification of more detailed requirements to solve the problems that Cindy mentioned previously. We decided to add rules for the limited irregular and normal shapes that can be drawn, and restrictions or guidance on what type of games can be played. Furthermore, to address the problem of the objective not too successfully achieved, we decided to make our intention clearly stated at the beginning of the rules. It will give the implementers a general idea of what the design system is aiming for. As a conclusion, we learned how to organize a set of small tasks with rules to build specific circumstances based on the set of conditions. We improved our communication skills as well as understanding and trying to interpret information in other perspectives. We get to know more about parametric design process and how to utilize conditional statements by giving clear instructions, and how to make adjustments to variables such as typography, graphics, and color choices.
And here is the summary of the whole unit. After doing the lectures and tasks of the whole unit, we understand how to set the rule of our implementers and how to make a clear rules. Also, we know the significance of making a plan before designing and defining clear objectives.
So for interreactions, and we learned how to understand and interact with the users and to understand what the users truly needs by interviewing and give them surveys.
And for reflection, we know the importance of reflecting and revising, and we know that we need to try to find solutions by trying to improve from the previous problems.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Listen.
lesson.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.